everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. Hi, my name is Andrea and I'm a Hungarian graphic designer who is also a makeup enthusiast. Hence why this makeup look. I believe the tutorial of this look is going up first, so if it is, I'm going to link it up in the corner for you to watch. But in today's video, we're going to be looking at my 2021 makeup favorites, actually, and all the products that I find useful and I'm glad to have purchased. It's going to include one skincare product and the rest is makeup, obviously, some palettes along the way and like face products that I fell in love with this year. So with that being said, let's jump right into it and I hope you enjoy. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is actually my moisturizer, so it's the only skincare product in this video. It's the Garnier Skin Naturals Hyaluronic Aloe Cream. This is basically just a cream moisturizer. As you can see, I've used this quite a lot. I pretty much use it every day, and the reason why it is one of my best finds in 2021 is because previously I've been using the Nivea Daily Moisturizer, but I'm going to talk about that one in a separate video, the worst products of 2021 that I purchased, so keep an eye out for that. But the reason why this one is better than the Nivea one is because it is so much more moisturizing. With the Nivea one, I kind of have to work it into my skin and force my skin basically to drink this one up. I basically put this on and then it disappears. That's the difference between those two, and I'm so happy that I finally switched moisturizers because this one is my holy grail. It is beyond perfect. It just gives me the perfect amount of moisture because I am a dry skinned person and I kind of need a daily moisturizer to not look like a lizard when I wake up. So I have to say it is a tidbit pricier than the Nivea one, but I think this one is worth every fucking penny because it works so much better and you're going to get more uses out of this one despite them being the same jar size. Actually, I can show you both because I have both, so they are basically the same size. They basically have 50 milliliters in them, but I find that I ran through this one so much quicker than with this because this one has lasted me for maybe 4 months, not 6, but it's still a decent amount of time to be using this one, and I'm still not even halfway through it. So you're going to get your money's worth out of this one and you're going to get so much more uses out of this one than the Nivea. So if you are maybe in the same shoes as me, I say give this one a try because you probably won't be disappointed. Let's move on to makeup, obviously, and I want to start with face products. And first, I want to introduce this Sheer Nude Concealer by Trendera. I've recently received this one from a gift box that actually mom received, not me, but I use it because my mother doesn't wear makeup. This one is really good, really good, despite the fact that it has a brush applicator, so it's kind of messy to apply. I've used it in 2 of my videos, so I'm going to link them up in the corner too if I remember to. It is a pretty fucking close match to my skin. I don't really experience any oxidizing. It stays the same color as you see in the tube, and when I put it on it doesn't change color at all, which is a great thing. I'm going to try to wear this particular makeup the whole day and then report back maybe at the end of the video to show you the creasage basically, because most concealers just crease on me inevitably. I have dry skin and I don't use loose powder or any kind of face powder to set my face, so creasing at the end of the day is just inevitable in my case, but the longer the longevity the better the product, so I'm going to report back on that. But nonetheless, I do recommend this one and I don't think it is all that sheer, to be honest. Hi. So I approximately had this makeup on for 9 hours, 9.5 hours, just doing some editing next to the computer and eating lunch, dinner. This is how my face is looking. The concealer looks really good. It's like I don't have too many fine lines and the product doesn't really settle into them, but as you can see, I'm shiny, so shiny. I shine to the gods because obviously my natural oils broke through at this point, but I say it looks pretty fucking good and it looks so similar to my Jeffree Star Cosmetics Magic Star Concealer, so it's a win-win. Moving on, I have a face palette actually. This one is the Makeup Revolution Blush Palette in the shade Golden Sugar. which was actually a gift from my friends, as I've said in previous videos, and this one has become a holy grail in my collection. This is so good, such good quality for being a Makeup Revolution product. This is probably my favorite type of glowy bronzer, and I use these two in conjunction with each other, so I just mix both on my brush. This highlighter is the one that I have in my inner corner today, and this is the most shiny, the most icy white highlight that I can ever want in my collection. So when I'm doing a neutral look, I'm probably reaching for this one most of the time. I have yet to try the blush tones in this palette. I don't think that I'm going to be disappointed. So if you like this color story and this one speaks to you and you kind of lack these colors in your collection, I'm definitely recommending this one. Alright, next let's move on to eye products, and the 5 following products are these Makeup Obsession pencils, which I actually almost forgot that I purchased this year, so thank Instagram for reminding me. These pencils are really good. If you're looking for like sharpenable, kind of creamy, colorful pencils to put in your waterline, look no further. These ones are affordable. I really fucking hope that they are still available and they didn't discontinue it, because you know, Revolution and their sister brands just pretty much always discontinue products, even the best ones. So I say go and grab them if you've been eyeing these ones. These are the pencils that I use on the daily basis. If you look through my Instagram, you're probably going to see that I used one of these in every post that I put up. As you can see, they are really versatile. We have a yellow, a blue, a purple, an orange, and a pink. And you can actually mix them if you like want to get like an in-between green shade, or you want something more corally, you can mix between these two as well. They have a good longevity. Like, I wouldn't say they last all day long, at least not on me, because I have very sensitive and watery eyes, so I'm not really a great example to using eye pencils, but it is what it is. I still do recommend them because I think on the average person it's going to last longer than on me. Next, I actually have 3 palettes to talk about, eyeshadow palettes. So I guess let's start with the one that I purchased back in January actually. And this one is my Ace Beauty Flare palette. She looks like this. She is a very autumnal, grungy color story. I kind of was disappointed a little that I bought this particular one from them, because they have come out with the Tropical Vibes since then. That is the best green palette that I've ever seen. I kind of wish that they stuck with the all green aesthetic and not put like a teal shimmer and a random orange in there, but it kind of makes sense for the color story. I'm not really mad at it, and I'm mad at myself that I didn't wait a little longer, because I really want to purchase that palette in the future. Let's be real, I'm probably going to. But this one is pretty nice as well. I've actually used this one quite a few times since I had it, and on second thought, I don't really regret buying this one either. But you know, these are kind of pricey palettes, so if I were to choose between all of them that they put out, I would choose the Tropical Vibes to purchase, but what can you do at this point? So this one is pretty special too. It has 4 shimmers and the rest are mattes. They blend well and they are extremely pigmented. You don't need too much of it. I wouldn't say that this is particularly like a beginner friendly palette. As I've said in previous videos, it kind of takes some effort to blend them, but I don't really find it hard to work with. And this one is perfect to bust out rolling into fall and maybe even winter too. I would be lying if I said I didn't get this palette for the lime green shade, you know me. But this is like a really nicely curated color story, so I'm happy either way. Alright, the next one is actually a collaboration palette between Shroud Cosmetics and Beauty Bin, and this one is the It's Freaking Bats palette. This one is probably the most unique palette that I own in my collection, and I'm so happy I purchased it. I don't regret anything about it. This shade Handbook over here is the perfect lime green. Trappa is the perfect mix between a mustard yellow and then a dark grungy lime green. I love the pops of teal. The purple down here, this periwinkle, is the perfect fucking shade between a blue and a purple. It just doesn't get better than that. I love every single shade in this palette. We have great topper shades. These two are duochromes even, so if you kind of want to dip your toes into grungy, special, and really unique and unusual shades, I'm totally recommending this palette. Shroud's formula is beyond me. The mattes are extremely pigmented but so easy to work with. They blend so easily, and the shimmers are very decent as well. They are so creamy and buttery and so easy to work with. I think everyone should own this palette. And the last palette I'm going to talk about is another collab palette between Beauty Bay and Nikkie Tutorials. This is the Color Story. It is a very girly palette. I actually said that I don't think that this is going to be a staple in my collection, and I don't think I'm going to reach for it a whole lot, but to be honest, I'm a hypocrite. I do reach for this palette a whole fucking lot. Like, I've probably created my best looking kind of, for me at least, kind of natural everyday look with this palette, using basically the neutrals in here and this shade called All In. This is a kind of brown to green to gold duochrome, which is amazing. This one is my favorite shade out of the whole fucking palette. This one is a standard Beauty Bay quality palette. I never had any issues with it. I know a lot of people had, and they found this palette to be hard to work with, but I completely experienced the opposite. You have great pastels in here, amazing shimmers, duochromes even. They are so sparkly, so dimensional. Beauty Bay makes the best shimmer formula in my personal opinion. This is my favorite shimmer formula. So if you kind of want this palette basically for the shimmers, I won't be blaming you, and I think it worth every fucking penny. But probably wait for a sale, I guess. For the Black Friday sale, they had this palette discounted by a lot. And you know, your girl loves a deal too, so I say get this palette when it's on sale if you've been eyeing this one. So with that, we kind of went over everything that I wanted to talk about in this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have any of these products and what do you think about them. Do we have the same opinion, or do you disagree with me? Are you going to purchase any of these products that I kind of recommended today? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And with that said, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. While you're at it, hit the bell to get notifications of all my future uploads. If you'd like to see this makeup look in greater detail, follow me on all my socials. I have 2 Instagram pages, a makeup page and an art page. I still take commissions, so if you'd like to commission me, write me an email about it. And if you'd like to view my portfolio, everything will be linked in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!